Today's topic is propagation of error. How does error propagate when a physical operation like a physical quantity, if you are going to add two quantities and error occurs in both the quantities, then what will be the resulting error in the resulting quantity? So we are starting from the first part. So when a quantity is addition of is the addition of two quantities. What I mean to say, suppose if you have x is equal to a plus b, or should I write in small b? Do you have any problem? No. A plus b are two physical quantity. So adding a plus b gives you the resulting quantity x. Okay. So x is equal to a plus b. Let delta a and delta b be the error in A and B, in quantity A and B respectively, okay. Then corresponding error in X, delta A and delta B be the errors in quantities A and B respectively. We are taking yeah, huh? So when a quantity is the addition of two quantities, suppose x, you have a physical quantity which is sum of two quantities, so a plus b, and delta a and delta b are the errors in quantities a and b. So while measuring a and b, let the error introduced in a be delta a and corresponding error in error introduced in quantity b be delta b. So then the corresponding error in x, let it be delta x. Let delta x be the corresponding error in x. Then one can write x plus minus delta x is equal to a plus minus delta a plus b plus minus delta b. Okay, should I write like this? So delta A is the error in A, delta B is the error in B, and when you add this quantity, then the resulting resulting error in X becomes delta X. So then X plus minus delta X is equal to A plus minus delta A plus B plus minus delta B. So then X plus minus delta X, should I write A plus B plus minus delta A plus delta B. So A plus B is nothing but X plus minus delta A plus delta B. So this side it is X plus minus delta X. Okay, should I cancel X? So delta X is equal to delta A. So I am telling once again, okay, once again I am repeating. So X plus minus delta X, I have put the mobile in recording mode, so don't worry. The things which I am teaching is recorded also. I will send you the recording. Okay? Try to understand. X plus minus delta X is equal to A plus minus delta A plus B plus minus delta B. So this is A plus B, then take plus minus common. So this is delta A plus delta B. Now X plus minus delta X, A plus B is what? A plus B is X only, plus minus, yeah. Now what? what I told you, my screen is in recording mode. So I am recording all these things. So don't worry, I will send you the video. So delta x is equal to delta A plus delta B. The final result is delta x is equal to delta A plus delta B. That is absolute error in A and plus absolute error in B is equal to absolute error in x, delta x. So the second is when a physical quantity is the difference of two quantities. When a physical quantity, when a quantity is equal to difference of two quantities. Are you getting my voice? Of two quantities. Yeah, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? Yeah. So when a quantity is equal to difference of two quantities. As for example, x is equal to a minus b. Then again in a similar way, you can write delta A and delta B with the errors in quantities A and B respectively. Then let so A plus B is equal to x is equal to A plus B. Let delta A and delta B be the errors in quantities A and B respectively, and let delta x be the corresponding error in x. Then x plus minus delta x is equal to A plus minus delta A plus B plus minus delta B. So x plus minus delta x is equal to A plus B plus minus then delta A plus delta B. So x plus minus delta x is equal to A plus B is x only plus minus delta A plus delta B. One can cancel this x with this x and then delta x is equal to delta A plus delta B. Now up to this portion I have done. I have already done this one. Now the second part is, so when a quantity is equal to, now take this snapshot, don't waste your time in writing part. So when a quantity is equal to difference of the two quantities, like A minus B. So let in A the corresponding, that is in A the error is, absolute error is delta A, and in B it is B plus minus delta B. And here corresponding error in x plus minus delta x. So x plus minus delta x is how much? This is A minus B, then plus minus delta A plus delta B. Now A minus B is x. So this implies x plus minus delta x is equal to A minus B is x only plus minus then delta A plus delta B. Now you can cancel x, then delta x is what? That is delta A plus delta B. So whether the physical quantity is the sum of two quantity or the difference of two quantities, the error, that is corresponding error in x will be the sum of the error in quantity A and B. That is delta A plus delta B only. It is not the difference. So whether the physical quantity is the sum of two quantity or the difference of two quantity, the relative error, that is corresponding error in x will be the sum of the error in A as well as in B. Okay, up to this portion it is clear. Have you taken the snapshot? Taken? Yeah, have you taken the snapshot? Okay, now I am rubbing this portion. Then physical quantity may be the product of two quantities. Suppose you are finding the area of rectangle and length and breadth are known to you. Then how will you find the area? Length into breadth. So then the third one is x is equal to A into B. A into B. So then we can write x plus minus delta x is equal to a plus minus delta a into b plus minus delta b. So this is a into b, just multiply it. A into b plus minus a delta b, then plus minus b delta a, then plus minus into plus minus, it's plus only, plus delta a into delta b. Because plus into plus plus, minus into minus plus, ultimately it is plus. So now this a into b is x only, and then take plus minus common. So this is a delta b plus b delta a, and we can ignore this quantity delta a into delta b because delta a and delta b are very, very small. So since delta a and delta b are very small, so one can ignore the product, the term delta A into delta B. One can ignore the term delta A into delta B because the product gives you the still smaller value, and you can ignore this part, delta A into delta B. So finally you are getting x plus minus delta x. Now you can cancel this x with this x, and then delta x is equal to a delta b plus b delta a delta b plus b delta a. Or if you want to find relative error, divide it by x. So x means you are going to divide it by a into b. So this is a delta b by ab plus b delta a by ab. You just cancel b, b, and here a, a. So finally what you get? Delta a by a plus delta b by b. That is relative error in a plus relative error in b is equal to relative error in x. Relative error in x. So we are going to write relative error in x is equal to relative error in A plus relative error in B. In B, written, all of you have relative error in x is equal to relative error in A plus relative error in B. Delta x by x is equal to A delta x by x, delta A by A plus delta B by B. Okay, take the snapshot. Oh, last line, relative error in x, relative, that's just delta x by x is equal to A delta B by A into B plus B delta A by A into B. So why it is like this? Because we divided it by A into B. That is x. X is nothing but A into B. So divide RHS and LHS and RHS by a term A into B. In left side it is x only because x is A into B. Okay. So finally you are getting delta A by A plus delta B by B. That is relative error in x is equal to relative error in A plus relative error in B. Anyone can take the snapshot? Taken? It's too much blood. No one can able. No one can take. No. I have put the mobile in recording mode, no? Recording mode is going on. So, okay. How? If you have written, then need not to take the snapshot. It's okay. It's okay if you have written. I will send you the video. That you can see. Okay. The fourth part is x is equal to a by b. If a physical quantity is the division of two quantities. So now I'm going to rub this part. Should I rub it? Yeah. So if your friend can write, then if anyone is able to write, then he or she will send the image of that page. Okay. The fourth one is x is equal to a by b. So then x is equal to, now we are writing x plus del x plus minus del x is equal to a plus minus del a divided by b plus minus del b. Because delta A and delta B are the absolute error in A and B, and let delta X be the corresponding error propagated in quantity X. So this we can write, if you can take A common in numerator, this is 1 plus minus delta A by A, and in denominator you can take B common, 1 plus minus delta B by B. That's okay. Now instead of a by b, I am going to write x. So this is x only, and then 1 plus minus delta a by a, then 1 plus minus delta b by b raised to minus 1. Should I write like this? Because if you bring this denominator term in the upper part, numerator, then minus 1 power should be placed. And you can expand it with the help of binomial expansion. Binomial expansion. So this is x, 1 plus minus delta a by a, and this side it is 1, then 1 plus x raised to n, 1 plus nx. So 1 plus n x, x is this only, plus minus delta b by b. 1 plus nx. Now ignore the higher order terms, because in next term 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 by factorial 2 into x square. Since delta b is very small, squaring it, the result will be very, very small, and then dividing it by b square, you will have a very small number and you can ignore it. So that's why we are ignoring the higher powers, taking only two terms. So then finally it is 1 plus minus delta a by a, and this is 1, see, minus plus. So this is minus, then plus. 1 minus plus delta b by b. So minus plus plus minus almost same thing. So now we are going to write x and then just multiply them. So 1, then multiply these two, minus delta a by a, okay, 1 into 1, then 1 into this. So 1 into this is minus plus, delta b will come first, then this into this, plus minus delta a by a, and then multiply these two. So this is finally how much? Minus, finally plus into minus minus, minus into plus minus, minus del a into del b by a into b. Again we can ignore this part, because delta a into delta b is very, very small. Delta a into delta b is very, very small. So you can ignore the last part, minus delta a by a into delta a into delta b by a into b. Since delta a and delta b are very small, so product comes to be very, very smaller, and when you divide it by a into b, this number will be extremely small. So you can ignore this part. So you are left only with the x and then 1 plus minus, just take common, this is delta a by a, and then Oh, this one, okay, delta A by A plus delta B by B. And this side, can we write X? You just take X common. So it is 1, yeah, here, minus, minus this one, no? So minus plus plus minus same thing. Minus plus plus minus same thing. You can just take common. So this is delta A by A plus delta B by B. Plus delta B by B. So whether it is plus minus or minus plus hardly makes any difference. So then finally you can cut this one XX and then 1 plus minus delta. I will give you the alternate method by which you can solve it in a very nice way. See 1 plus minus then delta A by A plus delta B by B. Now should I cancel this one? So finally you are getting delta X by X is equal to delta A by A. This implies delta X by X is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. So whether it is equal to division of two quantity or product of two quantity, so the result will be same. Relative error in X, delta X by X is equal to relative error in A plus relative error in B. The same formula holds good. So whether X is equal to A into B or X is equal to A by B in both the case. Now I will give you the alternate method of deriving the same formula by using log. Okay? Have you taken the snapshot? Can, not visible? Is it visible to you? It's still not visible. Now I'm giving you. Oh, you are hearing, so you are writing delta X by X is it? Okay. So delta X by X is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. So should I rub the board? Yeah. Now I'm giving you the alternate method to get the same result for A into B and A by B. Now easy. Alternate method. Aliter. Aliter means alternate method. Alternate method to get it. Now X is equal to A into B. Okay, take log. Log X. You know, if it is A into B and if you take log, then it will be plus. This will become log A plus log B. Okay, taking log of LHS and RHS. So then, if you differentiate log X, this is 1 by X, and then differentiation of X is del X. So del X by X. So differentiation of log A is 1 by A, and then if you differentiate A, this is del A. So del A by A plus differentiation of log B is 1 by B, and then differentiate B, that is delta B by B. So from here only you can write the same result. Delta X by X is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. In a similar way, this was 3, no? Yeah, 4. It was 3. And the fourth one was X is equal to A by B. So then again we are taking log. So log X is log A minus log B. So if it is A by B, then after taking log it will be minus. So log A minus log B. Now we are going to differentiate it. Differentiation of log X is delta X by X. Differentiation of log A is delta A by A minus differentiation of log B is delta B by B. But remember, in error is always added. It will never be subtracted. So to get the maximum error, you have to convert this minus sign into plus sign, because error will never be subtracted. Error always gets added. So that's why Since you are calculating maximum error, so maximum error propagated will be delta A by A plus delta B by B. Delta B by B. So you are getting the same formula without using the earlier one. Earlier one, binomial expansion and then multiplication, little bit complicated. So this is easy in that respect. Only in 3 steps you are getting the same formula. Delta x by x, delta A by A. The only thing is first you have to take the log and then you have to differentiate it. So differentiation gives you the final result. Delta x by x is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. Now if a physical quantity, we are dealing fifth one, x is equal to A raised to n. Okay, just take the log. So now we are doing with the help of log only. Log x is equal to log A raised to n. So log A raised to n is nothing but n log A. And then differentiate. Differentiating LHS and RHS. So differentiation of log x in a similar way we can write delta x by x. This is n. Differentiation of log A is delta A by A. So relative error in x, delta x by x is equal to n times the relative error in A, delta A by A. As for example, we will solve some problem. So just I am solving. If a student commits an error in measuring the radius of a sphere, so in measuring the radius of a sphere, the error comes to be 2%. So percentage error in measuring the radius of a sphere. See, this is a sphere of radius r. So this is suppose 2% into 100. You have to write into 100 also. Percentage error I am talking. And this is equal to 2%. Now what will be the percentage error in its volume? When you calculate the volume of the sphere, then what will be the percentage error in its volume? So you know the formula, volume V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, pi small r cube. Okay. Now take log. Taking log of LHS and RHS, this is log of 4 by 3 pi. Remember, 4 by 3 pi is a number and this is a constant quantity into plus log r cube. So this is log 4 pi by 3 plus 3 log r. Okay, this is log V. Now differentiate LHS and RHS. So what is the differentiation of log V? This is del V by V. And what is the differentiation of log 4 pi by 3? This part will be 0. Because 4 pi by 3 is a number. And log of some number will give you a number. And that number is a constant. So differentiation of constant is 0. So this part is 0. Plus 3. And differentiation of log r is del r by r. Now finally, we are writing it here, delta V by V is equal to 3, delta V by V into 100 is equal to 3, delta R by R into 100. So now you are in a position to find the percentage error in volume. So this is 3 into delta R by R into 100 is given to you. This is given in the question into 2%. So what should be the answer? It is 6%. So if the error in measuring the radius of a sphere is 2%, percentage error is given to you, it's 2%, what will be the final error while calculating its volume? So if you calculate the volume of the sphere, then final error in volume, that is percentage error, comes to be 6%. This will go up to 6%. Yeah? Written? All of you have written? Written? Yeah? So 6%. Now I am talking about the another operation. If a physical quantity, okay, I am rubbing this part. If a physical quantity 5, 6, this is 5 number Now I'm talking about sixth number. So physical quantity x is equal to p raised to a q raised to b divided by r raised to c and then s raised to d. PQRS. P raised to a, q raised to b, r raised to c, s raised to d. And then you have to find the relative error in x. So if the absolute error in A is delta A, absolute error in B is delta B plus minus delta B, absolute error in C is plus minus delta C, absolute error in D is plus minus delta D. Now easy process, take the log x, this is log P raised to A plus log Q raised to B minus log R raised to C minus log S raised to D. But remember, while writing the volume, if you differentiate it, this is del x by x. And first I write log x is equal to a log p. Log x raised to n means n log x. So power will come first. So log p plus b log q minus c log r minus d log s. Okay, now differentiate both LHS and RHS. Differentiation of log x is delta x by x. And this side it is a delta p by p plus b log q delta q by q. And then wherever there is minus, make it plus, because error will never be subtracted. Keep it in mind. So this negative will be written as positive. C delta r by r plus d delta s by s. So by the rule of log, it should be minus. But since you are calculating error will never be subtracted. That's why you make it plus. So then delta x by x, this is relative error in x, is equal to a times relative error in p plus b times relative error in q plus c times relative error in r plus d times relative error in s. Yeah, written? All of you have written? Okay. Now we will solve some problems based on this formula. Now you have two temperature. You have measured temperature of a body. Suppose we are dealing T1. It is equal to 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.2 degrees Celsius. And then T2, the second body has temperature 50 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.5 degree Celsius. The question is, calculate the temperature difference and the error therein. Calculate the temperature difference, that is difference in temperature and error therein. This is the question. Now, to find temperature difference, you have to subtract them. So temperature difference is nothing. Temperature difference is nothing but T1 minus T2. So just subtract for T2 minus T1. T2 is greater, okay. Then write T1. So T2 minus T1. So T2 is 50 minus 40. So just subtract this part. 50 minus 40. That is 10 degrees Celsius. And then for error part, we are not going to subtract. Rather, we will add these two absolute errors. So then plus minus error part is 2.5. 0.7, not 2.5, 0.7 degrees Celsius is the error part. So temperature difference can be represented at 10 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.7 degrees Celsius. Yeah? Question. Okay, question is, a body is at temperature 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.2 degrees Celsius The another body has temperature 50 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.5 degrees Celsius. Now you have to calculate the temperature difference between the two bodies. So temperature difference is what? T2 minus T1. T2 is 50 minus 40. So 50 minus 40 is 10. And then don't subtract the error part, because the error will never be subtracted. So whether you are subtracting two quantities or adding two quantities or dividing or multiplying, error will always be added. So we are adding the error part. We are not subtracting the error part. And the final error will be 0.7 degree Celsius. So the answer will be 10 degrees Celsius plus minus 0.7 degree Celsius. Now the next question is, you can do some other problems also, like resistance. Okay, should I rub this board? Yeah? So now I am doing the another part. Question number 2. So you know resistance R is equal to V by I. In measuring V, some error is there, and corresponding error in I is also there. So let V be represented by, the value of V is given to you. V is measured as 100 plus minus 5 volt. 100 plus minus 5 volt. And I is measured as, the value of I is also given to you, 10 plus minus 0.2 ampere. 10 plus minus 0.2 ampere. Okay. Now calculate R with error. So what will be the value of R? So you have to find the percentage error in R. Find percentage error in R. Okay, resistance. You know the formula R is equal to V by I. So you can write log R is equal to log V minus log I. Then differentiate it. This is delta R by R, delta V by V minus delta I by I. So make it plus, because error will never be subtracted. Keep it in mind. This will be used again and again. So delta R by R into 100, yeah, delta R by R into 100 is equal to delta V by V into 100 plus delta I by I into 100. Since you are going to calculate percentage error, so delta V by V, this part is delta V. So delta V is 5 by V is 100. Okay, multiplied by 100 plus delta I is 0.2 divided by I is 10 into 100. Just solve it. 10 will cancel, and then this is 5 plus 2. So it's 7% is the percentage error in R. Percentage error in R. So is it visible to you? Is it visible to you? Yeah? Yeah. Shine? Not visible? Completely not visible. Full blur. Achha, are you getting? Achha, are you getting my sound now? You are getting my sound properly. Okay. So percentage error in R is 7%. Sayantika, are you getting?